Gemini, welcome to Ruby Rose Tarot. To some of you that have already been and seen my videos in the past, thank you. Welcome back. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. So the video that I am doing for you guys is part of the series which I am calling the Case of the Ex. So this may not be for all of you. So this is specifically to those of you that want your ex back, or you're curious as to whether or not you want to entertain your ex again. Okay, so as with all of my readings, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates take what resonates and leave the rest. For additional messages, you can also check your moon, your rising and your Venus signs. If you find that none of these videos resonate for you, I apologize. And you can also check out some of the amazing readers on this platform, but just please, Gemini, make sure that you come back to me next week. Right, Gemini, I am so sorry, I am so tired. Long day today. So Gemini, let's tap into the energy of you and your person, and see whether or not the connection can be saved. Okay, guys. Right, we've got the universe. So this potentially can indicate the closing out of a chapter or the beginning of a new chapter. Maybe you're thinking of restarting the chapter. Like I said, or this is the closing out of it. You want to move forward. So this is the equivalent of the 8 of Wands. So maybe you want to move forward to brand new opportunities that are out there, or on the flip side of that, maybe you want communication with your person, or you want to move, you want to travel as well. It's another way of looking at it as well. We've got the World card, universe again, and we've also got power. So some of you could be linked to Leo, or have strong Leo placements in your chart or their chart. But I think you want, you're looking for some bravery and courage here. Now, it could be bravery and courage to move on from the situation, or it could be bravery and courage to restart it. You know, the prospect of restarting the connection again. So again, we've got the World, universe in Psychic Tarot, and then we've also got balance. So there's a need for change here. I think you want to, you're probably taking some time out to balance yourself out. Because you felt unbalanced in your connection. Maybe there wasn't any equal reciprocity. Okay. So guys, let's get to the questions. So what did Gemini bring to the connection? What did Gemini's person bring to the connection? What can Gemini do to help fix the connection? What can Gemini's person do to help fix the connection? What's the mutual energies between the two of you? And what external factors could have had an impact on the connection? Now, the nitty-gritty. Can the connection be saved? And is the connection worth saving? At the bottom of the deck, wow, we have got fulfillment of wishes. So this is the equivalent of the 9 of Cups, guys. You want wish fulfillment. You want that happiness. It could be with this person. It could just be generally. But let's have a look to see what messages we have for you today. So what did you bring to the connection, Gemini? Star power. You brought hope. You could be linked to an Aquarius, or you may have strong Aquarius placements in your chart, or they have strong Aquarius placements in their chart. But you brought, I think you were hopeful. You were hopeful. You were optimistic. You felt good about the connection. Created. It was almost like a wish come true for you, Gemini. So what did your person bring to the connection? Oh, God. Obstacles and challenges. Right, wow. Okay, so your person, maybe they could have had a challenging past, fraught with issues. It could have been in regards to previous relationships. It could have been in regards to work. So they've had quite a lot of obstacles that they needed to endure in life. Another way of looking at it is potentially with the obstacles and challenges, maybe they are you're quite optimistic on this side. Maybe a person was quite pessimistic on the flip side of that, in their approach to the connection. But maybe they created quite a lot of blockers for you, Gemini, is what I'm feeling. So as hopeful as you are or were, there was just a lot of barriers that were put up by your person, whether they were conscious of it or not. Okay, so what can you do to fix the connection? Bring clarity. Bring clarity, Gemini. Use your sword. So I think in order to have a breakthrough, I think there's a need for you to speak your truth, I think, here. So again, some of you might not even be in communication with your ex. So maybe you should reach out to them and speak your truth. Or when your person, or if your person returns, maybe you need to speak your truth. Say exactly. Here's what I found. Say exactly how the connection made you feel. What can your person do to fix the connection? Wow. So some of you might be involved with a Scorpio, or they have strong Scorpio placements in their chart, or you do. They need to transform. There's a need for change on their end. So looking at it from a spiritual angle, maybe your person was vibrating quite low in comparison to you, who has been vibrating quite high. So maybe there's a need for your person to actually create change in their lives. Or again, I've not pulled out what's here in terms of the mutual energies or external factors. It could be to close something out. So to me, it would probably be ending negative traits on their end that they will need to close out in order to transform the situation and also to ultimately transform themselves. So in terms of the mutual and outside influences, okay, spiritual strength. So I'm getting from this, with the hope, transformation being on your person side, that you guys are going through a spiritual transformation, which is probably shaping the way that you are thinking about the situation now. Strongly getting that, especially with this clarity here. I think you're using your discernment. I strongly feel that you guys are in the process of ascending here. And your person is not matching you at all in the energies that they currently hold. Is this connection worth saving? We've got accelerated motion. So again, potentially, but it depends on where this accelerated motion is going. It's either towards your person or it is away from. So looking at the placement of the card and the movement of the star here, I would say it's away. We'll see what comes out here. If this does not explain can the relationship be saved, then I'll promise you I'll pull out some additional cards to help to clarify the situation. But yes, you want fast forward. There's going to be fast forward movement, but it'll either be together or apart. Is it worth saving? We've got the Hangman. So I think there's a degree of enlightenment still needed. Maybe on your side, it could be to obtain clarity from your person. Because this talks about trying to look at things from a variety of different angles. So it could be that it could be a person, because obviously they are going through a transformation. They could be going through the dark night of the soul. So there's a lot of things that they will be going through, feeling and having to work through, which would mean that they would gain some enlightenment. Maybe rather than you trying to cut through the BS and speak your truth, which is a possibility for the majority of you, maybe for some of you, you're disillusioned by the dream. So how could the dream have ended in the way that it has done? And maybe you need the clarity. You need for your person to come in with some explanations, for some answers, in order for you to decide whether or not you want to sacrifice the connection and move on and accelerate the other way. So again, because this is not a conclusive answer, I am going to try to see if we can get any additional messages for you, or at least clarify. At least clarify the situation. So for my Geminis. Okay. Okay, so for my Geminis, why is the sacrifice card here for my Geminis? To answer the question, is the connection worth saving? Okay. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Wands, the Empress, wow, Ten of Cups. I think that's a yes. I think that's a yes. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here as well. So I think this period of stagnation, so obviously you're probably waiting for clarity on this end, and your person's going through death and rebirth. So there may be a degree of waiting here, but once your person's healed, then they're going to return back to you quite quickly. And we've got the Empress, which I feel is you, Gemini, here. It could be that you're the Queen of Wands as well. But the Empress depicts rebirth of the situation, growth. So growth is possible here. With the Queen of Wands, it talks about, and this could be a person, so your person could have strong fire placements. It could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. or at least embodies that energy, they're going to want to come in relatively quickly for their 10 of Cups. Ultimate happiness, happy family, happy wife, happy life, happy dog, happy white picket fence, the whole bit. So yeah, the connection is definitely worth saving. And obviously at the bottom of the wow, okay, so at the bottom of the deck we've got the 9 of Cups, and directly below that, guys, we've got spiritual union, and directly below that we also have the victory and success card as well. So there is a lot of potential here, but your person needs to sort themselves out. Okay. Now again, I'm not going to blow smoke up your asses, Gemini. Your person needs to realize this for themselves, and they need to learn from whatever it is that they have done or are doing, in order for them to come back to you, return back to you, to provide you with that clarity that you need. If and when they do, then obviously there's going to be victory and success in the situation. But there's free will, guys. So the likelihood is that for many of you, your person will see sense and will come through for you. And for some of you, it might not happen. So it might not happen straight away, i.e. it could take time. So remember, this is a March reading. Or for some of you, it might not happen at all. Depends on how stubborn your person is. Right, guys? So, openness, try to jump out. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. Interesting. Right, so let's tap into the energies for Gemini. What additional messages do we have for my Geminis for this week in March 2021? Okay, so we've got signs. Watch out for signs leading you to true love. So you could be receiving signs and synchronicities about your person, their name showing up everywhere, angel numbers every time you look at a clock, you know, the registration number on a car, you know, signs, lots and lots of them, even dreams. That's Divine's way of trying to share messages with you, trying to guide you back to your person. Equally, this could be them as well, that they will be receiving the same signs that you are. We've also got learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. So I think, especially with the spiritual strength, that you guys have been doing the learning. You've been tapping into your spiritual energies, trying to raise your vibrations, really trying to get a grasp and understand what the situation is, how you feel about the situation. So you're quite clear on your end. What you're not clear about is your person's intentions and where their head is at. But I think your person has a lot to learn, from what I can see. We've got learn again. And we've got moments. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. So again, this could be you, could be them, could be both. But remember the good times. Remember the happiest moments that you had with your person, the fun that you had with them, the interactions. Oh wow, we've got moments again, and we've also got telepathic. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. This is 5D. This is 5D. So the connection that you have with your ex is quite a powerful one, Gemini. Dare I say it, potentially a twin flame connection, or at least a very powerful soulmate. But yeah, you guys could probably communicate with each other in the 5D outside of this realm. So what additional messages do we have for Gemini? Wow, we've got remarkable, cherish, temptation, and power at the bottom of the deck. So let's start with remarkable. Notice everything remarkable about your relationships. Okay, so it's asking you, Gemini, to take stock of the different relationships, not just this one, all the relationships that you've had, and try to notice some of the amazing things that occurred as part of the relationships or the connections that you've had, the stuff that you've learned through each of those relationships. Try to take note of that, because obviously, again, this is about raising your vibration. So if you're looking at things from a positive angle and you want to bring this relationship back into union, you're going to need to raise your vibrations and think positively about the situation. Negative thoughts about your person is not going to bring your person back any sooner. Then we've got cherish a relationship, very similar to the remarkable card. You really need to look at the positives. Obviously, obviously on your person's side, you had obstacles and challenges and death. So there's quite a lot going on your person's side. So it's understandable why you would not look at it in as positive of a light, especially off the back of the heartache and loss. It caused you some pain, Gemini. We've also got temptation. Think carefully about the situation. So obviously, again, going back to the two cards that were here for you. So you need the clarity, and then there's obviously the Hangman, which came out for you as well, in terms of, is the connection worth saving? In order to be able to understand that, you need to stop and try to look at the situation from a variety of different angles. The temptation may be there to jump straight back into the connection without really trying to understand whether your person's actually done the necessary growth on their side. You might need to take a minute. So if and when your person returns, you're going to need to take a minute. Don't be tempted to jump into the connection without having some stern words with them. Be clear on what it is that you want, and try and establish whether your person is actually transformed as well. Bottom of the deck, we've got power. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So your relationship is very, very, very powerful. It's like you're two magnets that, you're constantly attracting. You can't keep away from this person just as much as your person cannot keep away from you. Interestingly, we've got clarity, which to be honest, I think for the majority of you, that what you needed was clarity from your person. So we've got clarity. Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. So that's repeated messages that you've got here, Gemini. But yeah, don't jump into it if and when your person returns. The potential is amazing. There's a potential for 10 of Cups here. There is, but there's a lot of emphasis on your person. Your person needs to transform. Once that has happened, then you'll be able to use that discernment to decide whether you cut your person out until they return back in a better state, or on the flip side of that, to let them back in, because they've obviously learned from the past mistakes. They've changed their mindset. So we've come to the end of your reading, Gemini. Please like, share and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I will catch you all later. Bye bye.